to the break room, the break room. Welcome to the break room, the break room. Welcome to the break room, the break room. Welcome to the break room, the break room. Sit back, relax, as we chit-chat about this and that. Now stay tuned, stay tuned. We got an hour to empower, a lifetime to uplift your spirits, but inspire the talented and gifted. We here to motivate, let's get it. Come cop a squat, let's talk about your business, endeavors or whatever's on your mind. We got time today, pick any topic, cause it's going down on the break room, the break room. Welcome to 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 the break room, the break room. Break room, break room. Welcome to the break room, the break room. Welcome to the break room, the break room.
What's up? My name is Tony Dofat, and y'all checking out The Break Room with Mercury, the personality. Stay tuned.
The revolution will not be televised.
Enough is enough with Trump and his nonsense. Was Trump colluding with the Russians during the campaign? I don't know. You don't know. That's the problem. But where there is smoke, there's definitely fire. The facts are, Trump will not make a disparaging remark against Russia. His kids are claimed to be doing major business with Russia. He won't show us his taxes. And every week a new story pops up about his staffers having these shady meetings. First it was his national security head who got fired after he was exposed, and now it's his attorney general.
Senator Franken, I'm not aware of any of those activities. I have been called a surrogate at a time or two in that campaign, and I not have communications with the Russians. In retrospect, if I should have slowed down and said, but I did meet one Russian official a couple of times. That would be the ambassador. Thank you all. Take care.
Say what?
This is a complete mess. Is this our president in bed with a dictator? We have to get focused. We have to figure out the path to success. We can bring more people to the House and the Senate that will demand investigations. The path is clear. Let's get focused, folks.
Hey there, guys and girls. Welcome to The Break Room. I'm your host, Mercury, the personality. And of course, I have my man, Tony Dofat, in the building.
We're having this discussion today, and I thought about this after I started putting all the questions together. And I thought about this for a long time, but I really thought about it for like an hour. And I said, why is technology really only affecting the urban music? Did you think about that? Because rock is not getting affected. Alternative isn't.
So, but
in regards to signing, having this signing artists that are causing controversy between the saying, oh, you don't like it because you're old and young, and signing and the radio play. Listen to music that.
What's your definition of like what success is though? Because I'm confused by
success is to individual. I can't give a definition for something.
Okay, so just to answer that, from a label perspective, when you're talking about rock, from a monetary perspective, that shit is dying. Fucking dead doorknob, still dead. When you talk about hip hop and you talk about when you talk about hip hop and these young kids and streaming, it is the #1 source of income for labels. Yes. So like the perspective has to be shifted from the old paradigm to the new. This is new. If you're looking at it from like, well, rock and pop, they're not affected by such and such. Yeah, because they're not selling as many records as we are, or streaming as many records as we are. Black culture, we are the culture.
Yeah. Now did you look at the top 10 streaming?
Look at it. What are you? Look at it.
Prince was #1, right?
That's catalog.
No, I'm talking about just streaming, period.
That's catalog.
You can go through the top 10.
That's catalog. That's catalog. I'm talking about, when you're talking about, for a record label, if you're not breaking new artists, you're not going to survive in 5 years. Like if you're Rockefeller and you're like, all I have is Kanye and Jay-Z, then you're gonna go away. Every year you should be breaking 5, 10 new artists. That's what it's about. Keep moving forward. And if you're not moving forward, then you're gonna be stuck.
Or acquire a catalog.
Or acquire catalog. Yeah, catalog is
Catalog
great.
is great.
That's, yeah, that, you gonna make money.
Motown should have stayed catalog.
Yeah, catalog is great.
If you look at it, why all these artists is coming out, a lot of these artists is gonna get played out of these deals. So 20, 30 years from now, they're getting, they're not receiving money off their catalogs and the labels.
Yeah, not at all.
So I wanna talk to Wes, because this right here is what's really keeping the artists eating and alive are the shows now. Because the shows, I remember one time I remember R. Kelly used to get 80,000. We used to be like, wow. Now you can come out with a record. I remember before I even heard of Gucci Mane, he was getting 50,000. And I was talking to his booking agent, and I was like, who's Gucci Mane? He's like, he's getting 50,000 a night. I was like, who is he? He was like, and it's funny because the show world is very lucrative. And I know, Wes, you're into that with the Brooklyn Hip Hop Festival and stuff like that. And I want to ask you about that, because you put that together. And I wanted to know, how do you base your talent and who's performing in your lineup when you deal with live shows? Do you go by charts, or do you go by what feels good, or do you go by people's opinions?
It's just interesting listening to this conversation. We sort of roll, I think it's a bit of maybe, we try to make it 50% business, as a brother from Republic is saying, and 50%, if not more, the intangibles, the art. Because it's interesting hearing these conversations, and it's a lot of sort of theoretical, I tend to agree that the label sometimes gets picked on, unfortunately. You really can't get a deal like that. If you started your own business and somebody would front you $250,000, basically a loan that you don't have to pay back. If you bomb, you just walk away with that money. I've been running a small business for 20 years. You can't get that type of deal from anybody. So I agree with you that that's sort of unfair, but with the space I am on this panel is when the rubber hits the road, because I have a lot of what Fred is saying, these sort of internet superstars, and I've booked them over the years, and we actually have a rule in the office. And I mean, we call it, you want me to call names up, but there was an artist we booked in 2013 named Dylan Cooper, and his booking agent gave me his YouTube hits and his Twitter followers and all this stuff. But I was like, Fred, I'm listening to him like, I don't get it. This seems like nothing to me. But, you get concerned that maybe I'm the old man, maybe I'm out of touch. You can't do EPMD and Redman and Ghostface forever. So I book him. It's an absolute dud. The kid literally moved maybe 5 tickets, if you mark from his announcement. So there is this sense of like, we can do all this talking, maybe he made some money on streaming, but when that rubber hits the road, when you have to get in front of people, it just sort of falls flat. Where, we had Nas this year, it's another ball game. As soon as you see Nas, sales through the roof. We did 300% more than we had projected in sales. So I also just chiming in, because there was a lot going on about the power of urban music, and I think everybody in this room needs to really understand what this says, that we do drive everything. I have a lot of beef with things like Governor's Ball or Panorama or Coachella, or even like an Afropunk in our space, that sometimes you see a rapper or MC at the top of that bill, then you run down that bill and it's, zombie killers and, red hat mobs. It's like all these people like, who is this? But you're supposed to be this rock festival, but you got this hip hop artist at the top, and then me, the black-owned, mom-and-pop, female-owned business, doesn't get a chance to make even an offer, because Live Nation or AEG's coming in and swooping in and offering like a chance, $8 million, and then locking them up in the market. So that's just sort of another thing. I think a bit of a concern is that I think we need to wrestle that power back. But about how I look at it, I think it is. I think in many ways we do play A&R in a sort of micro. We sort of build and destroy a business every year. So it is about feeling. I would more book somebody because I've been more successful booking things that in your heart you put it on, and you're like, yo, that's dope. That person actually sells more tickets than, you know, what we used to call the ringtone rapper, or what you call the Instagram rapper right now, who's hot and has all of these likes. Those dudes actually tend to lay eggs repeatedly. I've only been wrong once, and that was in 2011 when my staff brought to me this little funny sounding kid from Compton named Kendrick Lamar that I did not believe in. I was like, this is nothing. This is just like Dylan Cooper. He's literally the only time in 13 years I can say I was absolutely wrong and punch myself in the face for that. But I think it has to be a little bit, you know, you're up here because of your spirit and what you have, that intangible inside. You have to sort of believe, you know, in that.
I wanted to rap when I was 5. I heard rap music and I said, this is what I want to do. I've been doing it ever since.
Yeah. Look who hopped out of that grave, popped that coffin, yeah, dead bitch walking, head hunting, black dumping, back to all my shit talking, pipe match my big barking, try to get these hoes fair warning, do songs with them, now it's fuck them like sex early in the morning, no love for them, I'm like fuck a friend for that, yeah, yo, with that bake no game, I'm 50 buck at them, oh shit, there go luck again, y'all all pussy, like under my navel, naked but rocking a mink to my ankle, sex from the bed to the sink to the table, nothing but thoroughbreds all in my stable, body like blah, face made for cable, I could finagle, holes like a bagel, doctor all down your trachea, ass for the wiggle, ayo, money gone, I spit nothing but fuego, so ungrateful, open a lane for you bitches, couldn't even say thank you, they say look we hate you, but really deep down I'm in my by these bitches, cause what I be spitting, show a resemblance to what Rihanna was sniffing, thought I was missing, no, flow so cold, gotta whip it in the kitchen, go ahead, disrespect luck, you get punched in your fucking face, my niggas like real estate, you get put in your fucking place. Lay your tongue run like Nike, get your motherfucking face laced. They icy, my niggas likely take the pussy like date rape. Hold up, wait, take a picture, you ain't never seen nothing this motherfucking great.
Great. Well, last time you seen greatness in your life, you knew better. You fall in line. She gone. She's back. Oh yeah.
Hey there, guys and girls. Welcome back to The Break Room. I'm your host, Mercury, the personality.
I want to talk to the producers real quick. I want to talk to Rock and I want to talk to Buddha. And I know Buddha, you produced Dave East and everything. I want to ask you, he's signed with Def Jam, correct?
Yeah, we did a 50-50 joint venture partnership.
Okay, so he's your artist.
Yes,
so,
sir.
All right, so explain to everyone, how did you go about getting the deal? How did you find Dave East? And show us, just explain to us like step by step, so maybe someone else out there can follow the model that you just did.
My partner, Wayno, who's also we run a management company called Triangle Offense, brought Dave, and we started artist development. I mean, Dave was already developed because he was like 5 mixtapes in by the time I got with him. But when we started working, Black Rose, which was our first mixtape that we worked together, was the one that got him like acclaimed, and we ended up doing a partnership with Mass Appeal, and we worked on another tape after that, and created a buzz. We created a relationship, well, Dave did, with Nas, and that kind of like helped everything.
When you created a buzz, what do you mean by creating a buzz?
We developed a sound, and we kind of like treated it grassroots from the ground up, and we just kept working, and we never chased radio. We always like just created music. Not to say it cliche, but like we basically did a lot of street music, and created a momentum online, and utilized our sources.
Yeah.
And as the music come out, we had to correlate with the media and build the social buzz with it as well.
Yeah, that's dope. And then you shopped at the Def Jam, or Def Jam called you guys? And
it was actually a bidding war with a couple labels. At the time when we created a buzz, but it wasn't a buzz like similar to other artists who have like hit records.
Yeah.
Because I feel like to this day we haven't reached that peak.
Yeah.
But it was more organic.
Yeah.
And we basically went on a campaign. We went to people's blocks, performed. We went to different states and started a tour. And we toured across the country independently. And when we came back, the second time around, the mixtape got even bigger, and the interest grew more.
Yeah.
And it went from L.A. Reid to every other label we was having a meeting with, and then the boys.
So you got the deal like the old-fashioned way. You just did music, and you did what you did, and let people like what.
And that was our whole. Not to cut you off, but that was our whole approach. Was like, no matter what's going on, we just gonna stay on this 3-year plan and just focus and do whatever we wanted to do. And I wanted to interject earlier, in comparison to back in the days, I feel like the approach is if you continue and just focus on good music, it's gonna cut through.
Yeah.
But you have to be patient and work it.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's another thing. I feel like the opportunity, like Rock said earlier, there's no rules now with this digital playing field.
Yeah.
There's like really no rules, and you see why like a lot of these artists that's out, they kind of getting on in the unorthodox type of way.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to identify because they're not used to it. But I feel like that's part of the beauty of this digital era.
Yeah.
And along with the way we got in, I just felt like we just kept it how we saw the legends come up.
Yeah.
And just worked on street music.
Okay, I have a question, just a couple more questions, but this one's for you and Rock, because you guys are both producers. And I want to know, is there a standard or a certain artist that you wouldn't work with because he's just not up to, he's not hot? Because I know, Rock, you worked with legends before. You worked, all of the legends, and they were all official. So now we have a lot of suspect rappers out. Everybody, I'm not about to say names in 5 seconds.
Why don't you say something?
I want to know what. I mean, not the but I can't take that approach because you just never know. I feel like the industry's like one big ass high school with money, and the nerd you didn't pay attention to freshman year, senior year is probably an executive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's true.
And the same thing with an artist. Like 5 years ago, I would have never paid attention to half the artists that's out now, but they continue to work, like how he said, and you just never know.
Yeah.
And I think art is art, and whether the artist is bigger or not, when y'all collaborate and work together, now you're entering his fan base, and that's something that you could gain.
Yeah. So what about you, Rockwell? Is there a certain caliber artist that you? Where do you have a standard as far as if someone called for you to produce them, would you deny someone or are you selective?
I would only deny the artist that didn't understand the importance of social media, the importance of him having his following right now, because that means a lot right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It would be weird for somebody to come. I have situations where people come at me and they want to give me a wad of money, but yet don't have a plan of what their artist wants to do.
Yeah.
Those are the projects I turn away immediately.
Yeah.
I would rather deal with a project that has next to nothing, but still has a plan long term, figuring out what happens. Because one thing that social media has done now is it turned every company into like a label, its own label. Instagram is kind of like this promotion, marketing and promotions type thing, where as much as you see the artist, as much as you feel the artist, as much as you agree with the artist, and you kind of have a better chance of that person having, if he drops something or if he does something, people will notice it more than the person who has all the bread but yet has no plan. You have people that come to me and be like, yo, I'm not even on Twitter. I'm not even on Instagram. I'm like, dude, but you're not an artist right now. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, and I don't say that fortunately, I say it unfortunately, but because you have to really know that that's really your market. Facebook and all these different type of places are just markets to where you have to become the artist to where, people come to me. It's to the point where now it's not that I'm doing you a great favor by producing for you. You're doing me a favor by having me add on to something that you've already started. Like Fetty Wap don't need me right now. You know what I'm saying? Like You know, and certain artists that already have that momentum because they got some little producer that's there that's nice. This little kid that could just push out like 100 tracks a day. You know what I'm saying? You don't need me no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm just an extra added option to the situation.
Yeah.
But if you want me to come along, I want to be able to watch and see how the artist is progressing. And you know what? You can come to me and not really have it all together, but just want to listen and want to understand what it is. And I still will deal with that project better than the project that wants to pay you a lot of money and you just got a whole bunch of yes men and people that think they know everything. You know what I'm saying?
So everybody in the audience without a budget is going to hit you up now.
Well, the way I feel about it though is I feel like, as much as I'm allowed to do, you know what I'm saying, I will try to do. I'm very NASA. I'll disappear in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Aquarius thing. I just disappear.
I'm Aquarius too.
Yeah. So I'll remove myself from Earth sometimes. So an artist has to deal with that. But otherwise, I try to work with everybody because, like Buddha said, you don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 2017, you really don't know. I have one more question, and then I want to turn it over to the audience because I know you guys have a billion questions. But I'm not against streaming, just to let you guys know for the record. I like streaming, but my issue is, and I want to ask everyone on the panel, my issue is how can they equate 1,500 streams to a sale? Do you feel that a stream should just be a stream and a sale should be a sale? Because there's a total difference with that. A sale is someone taking money out of their pocket or their credit card to actually purchase a song, and a stream is just someone hitting a button without paying 99 cents only.
I give you a perfect example. Blockbuster versus Netflix. Future versus past.
You said future versus past?
Yeah, Blockbuster versus Netflix.
The question is, should it count? Should it stream? Because streams count for sales.
Are you saying streams shouldn't count as a sale?
Yes, exactly. No, my question is to you. And if you don't feel like I feel, I just want you to explain why. So they can
should absolutely count as a sale.
Explain why.
Because it's a consumption, right? It's a transaction, exactly. Right? When you consume something that someone has for purchase, you pay for that.
But it's not a purchase.
Period. It is a purchase.
It is a purchase.
It's a purchase in a different medium.
It's a purchase in the very traditional medium. If you have a title membership, you're paying money to title. Exactly. So title's providing you with that product. You have to make it pay. And even if it's a free thing, with Spotify, there's a transaction going on at a third or fourth level. With advertising, there's money changing hands. I don't understand how economics, there's no other way to look at it. It's not like radio.
No, you can. So now you can tie anything with the sale. Or I know you can tie concert tickets in. Now, would you say concert tickets should count for sales as well? Because you're purchasing for the artist,
No,
correct?
You're purchasing a performance. The concert.
Where is the line? Where do you draw the line?
If you did what Prince did many years ago, and you gave an album with every concert ticket, then it's very logical that now he's telling you it's $5 for the see me and $5 for the album, so that's a sale. But if you're saying you're just coming to see me perform, you're seeing me perform. I'm not giving you any. That's what you're buying.
According to the RIA, you can package and market a CD along with concert tickets and merchandise, and it goes towards a sale. So I can go platinum without you buying my record.
No, you have to provide, but doesn't the rule say you have to provide?
No, it has to be a certain number. It has to be over a certain number of the ticket sale. And you can package it with your sale, like a lot of artists have done, and you can sell it and it counts towards a gold or platinum status with RIAA.
I think it's perfectly.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense, especially for the independent artists. That's not necessarily selling traditional records.
Yeah. So you think it makes sense? So you agree?
Does it happen with movies?
Movies, no, I didn't.
No, I'm asking you, do they get paid as far as like sales like in Netflix?
Yeah.
They do, right?
Actually, it's different. Netflix actually licenses.
Yeah,
so they don't. There's no streaming. There's no pay per stream.
Yeah. You guys can chime in because that was my last question. I just wanted to talk about the streaming thing and just figure it out because I really wanted other opinions, and I know a lot of people out there wanted to know the answers as well.
I think society's a lot lazier, so I would prefer us getting sales off of streams because I don't see people going to stores anyway. Everybody's going on shop.
Yeah, but since it's a different model and since streams are totally new, just like when I first started producing, sampling was new and people came up with laws. Before that, we were just jacking records and everybody would put it out. But now this is a different model and they're counting it towards sales, but the label got to it first.
But you gotta,
that's why they have the biggest pot.
But you gotta look at it like this. There was a whole 12 to damn near 15-year period of just illegal downloading.
That's right. No
It was like no nothing, right? So like, it's the same way like
piracy is always gonna happen.
Yeah, but it's the same way how somebody could come out and sell 30,000 copies and you like, damn, but everybody in the hood know the record, but ain't nobody paid for it.
Yeah, no one's paying for it now. They're just streaming it.
But you are paying for it.
I didn't pay for it, right?
That's why you should get paid for the stream. That's why.
Yo, and 50 would have got paid for all the mixtapes he came out with. He'll be Garth Brooks, bro.
What's up, guys? We back again. And today, I got some great videos to share with you. So, you know what time it is. Let's do it.
All I do is go hard, Till I'm sitting on 1,000,000 acres in my front yard. King size bed from a small pissy mattress. Passport on pivot cause I'm fly across the atlas.
So, now that the New Year's is over and everybody's trying to get back on track financially, emotionally, you know how it is.
I don't have no cash, bruh. You take everything, huh? A $3 surcharge? Is that what we doing now? Man. No, I don't want your cash back. Just print the receipt. Thank you. Come again. What is this, CVS?
Well, guys, it kind of started snowing, so I had to change my outfit. So this next video is for all my peoples who work retail. I feel your pain.
Welcome to Mashie Mart. My name is Elmer. What can I help you find today, sir? Welcome to Mashie Mart. Thank you for bringing your fucking kids. Thank you to whoever took a shit on aisle 6. Sir, please don't throw hot dogs at me. I got my bachelor's for this.
Now, when I hear the words relationship goals, this is what I think about.
Come back and take a break with us here on the break room, the break room. Come back and take a break with us here on the break room, the break room. Come back and take a break with us here on the break room, the break room. Come back and take a break with us here on the break room, the break room. It was an honor and a privilege to have you come and kick it. Just wanted to say thank you. Hope you learned a little something related to Tab It and see you in the New York hit for the hot minute. Since we sparked your interest, hit us up right quick and come back and take a break with us here on the break room, the break